We have all seen it. A cat shredding a couch, avoiding the litter box, or compulsively grooming a bald patch into their fur. It is easy to write these actions off as a spiteful personality or a simple behavioral quirk. The cause actually lies in an evolutionary reality called the predator-prey paradox. Cats are mid-sized hunters driven to stalk, but they are also small enough to be highly vulnerable to larger threats themselves. A standard modern home often contradicts this biology. Open floor plans remove the enclosed hiding spots they need to feel safe as prey, while static, empty rooms offer no outlet for their biological drive to hunt. When these instincts have no outlet, the energy surfaces elsewhere. The shredded furniture and over-grooming are biological distress signals, the outward signs of a chronic stress response to an incompatible environment. Historically, measuring this stress was nearly impossible. Standard blood tests are unreliable for cats because the terror of the vet visit itself causes a massive, immediate spike in cortisol. Instead of a momentary snapshot, researchers use hair cortisol concentration. Hair grows over months, steadily recording the cat's average stress load, a biological diary written in fur. A study measured these levels in shelter cats. In bare, standard environments, cats carried a cortisol load of 0.101 nanograms per milligram. When given climbing structures, hiding spots, and puzzle feeders, that level dropped to 0.059. This 40% reduction represents the gap between a suppressed immune system and a body physiologically at peace. The environment itself becomes the mechanism for biological recovery. For an indoor cat, a high-value environment functions as a measurable form of preventative medicine. To achieve that 40% drop, veterinary behaviorists use a framework called the 5 resource systems. In the physical space system, multi-cat homes must respect territorial geometry. Research recommends that non-bonded cats have spheres of 1 to 3 meters of separation, both horizontally and vertically, to prevent silent, ongoing conflict. Providing that vertical separation requires specific design. Japanese standards suggest individual steps should be 400 by 300 millimeters, large enough for a cat to turn and groom comfortably, and that walkways should include brakes to prevent high-speed falls. Scratching is another biological necessity. By placing vertical posts near doorways or sleeping areas, cats can deposit scent from their paw glands, which reaffirms their psychological ownership over the space. A predictable, structured space gives the cat the high-ground confidence of a predator and the enclosed safety of prey, neutralizing their baseline spatial anxiety. The nutrition system addresses how a cat eats. Consuming an entire meal from a bowl in 30 seconds ignores the think, search, capture sequence cats are wired for, leading to boredom and weight issues. Foraging toys and puzzle feeders restore this sequence. They force the cat to use cognitive energy to hunt for their food, slowing intake and providing mental stimulation. The elimination system is equally rigid. A home needs 1 litter box per cat, plus 1 extra, kept 1.5 times the cat's length, and positioned far from food sources. This prevents the resource competition that often triggers stress-induced UTIs. Correctly managing these daily resources eliminates the low-grade survival panic that comes from competing for essentials. The social contact system requires human discipline. All interaction must be cat-led. Forced petting or interrupted sleep directly increases a cat's cortisol levels. Japanese IoT collars now allow us to move from guessing to objective data. These devices monitor a cat's behavior 24/7, establishing an individual baseline for health. By tracking micro-changes in activity and resting respiratory rates, these collars can identify invisible distress long before a physical symptom or a behavioral problem becomes obvious to the owner. Combining respectful cat-led boundaries with biometric tracking makes feline wellness visible, measurable, and treatable. Reducing feline stress triggers a measurable biological feedback loop for the owner as well. When a human engages in cat-led petting, both parties release oxytocin, the mammalian bonding hormone. This graphic shows the direct physical benefit. Petting an unstressed cat lowers human blood pressure, while a cat's purr resonates between 25 and 50 Hz, a frequency range associated with bone density maintenance and tissue healing in humans. There is also the baby schema effect. A cat's facial proportions, large eyes, and a round face naturally trigger human dopamine release, activating the same protective instincts we have for infants. Lowering a cat's cortisol by 40% does more than help the cat. It creates a household where their biological recovery directly reinforces our own.